Right. Let's have a look at this video. What's the first drug you've ever tried? Keep it 100. Let's see.
Marijuana.
After that.
Molly.
After that.
Right, let's see. Let's see what drugs everyone's done, I guess.
What was the first drug you ever tried?
First drugs? Oh, that's a good question.
What's the first drug you ever did?
The first drag I ever did?
Drug.
Drug.
I should say this to start. Don't do drugs. Okay? Drugs are bad. Do not do drugs.
Oh.
What's the first drug you ever did?
I've never watched this before, Ryden.
From a stranger in a bathroom.
Oh, I mean, done coke, obviously.
Wait, hold on. Why'd you say obviously?
Which one did I do? I've never done any drugs in my entire life.
You don't know me. No.
What was the first drug you ever tried?
Cocaine.
Coke.
Cocaine. Oh my God, energy. I was.
I'll confirm nor deny that I've ever... no, I won't actually. I've never done any drugs in my life. Especially at art school. What is drugs? Well, you guys like the flipping police. You're asking me questions like that. You really think I'm going to indict myself? Yeah, that is insane as a first choice, to be honest. It's so to be honest with cocaine, it's so Moorish. So I feel like it's a horrific thing to do your first one with.
Ready to go. Like I was like.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I remember like when I had my first bevy. Everyone kind of has a different experiences. Weirdly, it was like a cinnamon vodka.
Honestly, was not fun.
I tried it once or twice when I was in the Navy. Nose bled, and I was like, I'm done.
My friend and I, we were having a yes night, and
What's a yes night?
Yeah, what's crazy is like obviously there's loads of all the drugs that they talk about here, like coke and all these sorts of other things. But alcohol by far is one of the most damaging drugs there is in terms of like sheer numbers of related crimes and stuff. It's really horrific, like the sheer statistics. But it is pretty fun. So, but don't do drugs, kids.
you can't say no to anything.
Wow, I can't type
And
today.
so we met these guys, and then they just pulled out like a huge baggie of Coke, and we were like, okay, guess we're doing it.
What's the first hard
A
drug
huge
you
bag
ever
of coke.
I would say ketamine.
MDMA.
Oh, okay.
I was out in the football field at my college and looking up and just seeing like the galaxy, everything just going crazy.
Ah,
What was the
Tassis.
first drug you ever did?
Oxycodone.
Hydrocodone.
Oxycodone. Oh, that's a crazy first drug.
Just Adderall.
Maybe it was at the hospital. I remember when I broke my leg and they gave me ketamine to put the cast on my leg, and I literally went to the moon. I was like, I remember it vividly. I was like, I literally felt like I was on the moon.
Yeah.
I've done Ritalin recreationally like once or twice. Nothing about
And
it.
why'd you take it?
I wanted to see if it could help me do some writing, but I ended up just playing video games for 6 hours.
What's the first drug you ever did?
Oxy.
When did you do Oxy?
When you get your tonsils taken out.
Oh, you had it from like.
Yeah.
Are we counting like antidepressants?
I'm gonna say recreational.
Okay, then I haven't done any.
Haven't done a drug.
I don't really do drugs. Drugs were like a big thing.
Yeah,
in
I
my
was on
family growing up.
antidepressants for a while. It's weird. It kind of removed, like, they were really useful in a way, but then it kind of removed a part of my brain that was like the sort of decision-making part of my brain. So I felt like I felt like every decision I would make was the right decision. Like your risk-reward decision-making for me, it really helped because I felt less depressed. But then I had this sort of side effect of like risk-reward it felt like it was removed. So it was like, it was a really weird time for me. Like, and it's kind of a bit of a blur now. It took me a long time when I got off them to kind of get back to level. But it was very helpful for me at the time, I have to say.
So I avoid drugs in general.
I grew up with a brother who's a drug addict. The first time I did finally smoke weed, I was feeling kind of guilty about it, so I was disappointing my parents.
I haven't done any drugs actually.
You've never drank alcohol?
No. Oh, well, I guess that's okay.
You don't consider that a drug?
I mean,
She was like, nah, me, I've never done any drugs. But I drink.
It's the one that society has deemed okay, you know?
What's the first drug you ever did?
I mean,
She'll make Lanka a role model. He is so awesome, saying has never tried anything recreational. I've never done anything recreational.
alcohol, probably.
I'm a professional. I don't do recreational.
Alcohol? Alcohol.
Alcohol.
how old were you when you had alcohol for the first time?
I didn't drink until I was 21. 13, 14 when I drank alcohol.
What happened?
Yeah, I think I was 16 when I first got pissed.
I got really drunk and threw up everywhere, and my sister yelled at me.
I threw up. I never want to drink again, and the next weekend I was back at it.
What was it?
Probably beer.
Red wine.
Melon liqueur.
I thought it was lemonade. It was margaritas.
It was a shot of pear vodka.
Delicious.
I guess.
Do you want to do more drugs?
I want to try shrooms.
Shrooms?
Yeah, you see, that's the thing. I would never. That's one thing I would just never, ever, ever, ever mess with is psychedelics, because like, I have a pretty like overactive mind as it is. I feel like the anxiety, like the potential for having a bad trip would be like, and I just getting lost in it and never coming back to reality is quite high for me. So it's just something I've always been super cautious about. That's very funny, F-Whisk.
First drug I ever did was mushrooms. Magic mushrooms.
Tell me about the first time you did shrooms.
No, I don't get paranoid when I take paracetamol. I get sleepy, and I don't know why. If I have paracetamol, it makes me feel really sleepy.
My sense of time completely went off. I was like time traveling.
Mind opening.
Did my shrooms, had my trip, and talked to a cheeseburger.
Did you eat them?
Of course. I felt bad about it.
I feel like he's making that story up. I don't know why. I'm just getting the vibe that he's just like, that sounded like waffle. It sounds a bit like if someone said, like, sometimes you hear people who like either smoke a lot of weed or have done a lot of shrooms, and they just sound like they've done a lot of those things. Like, that doesn't sound like to me someone who's taking a lot of shrooms. Like, oh, I spoke to a cheeseburger. What are you talking about, mate? Why are you waffling so hard? The things that never happened.
I was so in love with everything, the people around me, the fire. Like, I wanted to become one with the fire.
First drug you ever did?
I did acid. I used to do acid.
Yeah, I think he had shiitake mushrooms or what's like bro just ate ordinary mushrooms. Yeah, he had some prime shiitake mushrooms. What's the other? Give me some more types of mushrooms, boys, that aren't anything to do with anything. Maybe some button top mushrooms. I actually don't remember the names of mushrooms. I'm trying. Oyster shell mushroom. I don't know. Oyster mushroom. Fucking no, I don't know.
Acid at the bathhouse.
I love
Pizza.
some acid in high school.
Acid was probably the first drug.
Yeah, again, acid I'll never touch. Wasn't it developed by like the CIA? Isn't it? It's like lysergic acid or something like that. Really, I'd never. Chestnut mushrooms. Yeah, brother had some chestnut mushrooms and then wants to come onto the big YouTube and say to everyone he's talked to a cheeseburger.
I did. Like, I was looking at the clouds and I saw like they had like mechanisms in the clouds, like gears and clouds.
Now that sounds like a psychedelic story. That sounds closer to what I've never tried any psychedelics. That sounds closer to what you'd expect. Like stuff moving like mosaic. Kind of sounds crazy.
The first time I did LSD, it was amazing. It was the most wholesome way you could try psychedelics. Like, my friend made a PowerPoint presentation of what to expect.
Nah, I just don't want to make anything that was created by the. Isn't there the whole? There's the whole thing, isn't there, with the CIA creating it as a way, like a truth serum. I would never, or like, I don't know. I've got to be careful what I'm saying here. I've seen some documentaries. I think that's what they were saying. I would never take it.
You know, had the snacks laid out, had the art supplies out.
You meant to say you never touch any drugs. I would never do any drugs. Again.
Oh, it was a fantastic experience.
Oh my gosh.
But you gotta be careful with psychedelics.
What was the first drug you ever tried? I
think I've had.
You know someone that put pots and pans under the TV because they said it was leaking? What? Were they on acid?
I done Molly before I did weed.
It was Molly, and it was really fun.
Molly. Everybody was having a really good time. A lot of hugging, a lot of I love yous.
Dancing like fucking crazy. There are videos of it. It's horrific.
You get emotional on
Too
Molly,
fair.
so you get in tune with your feelings. I actually confessed to my best friend that night that I liked her.
Yeah, I might or might not have consumed something similar to this when I was at Fabric nightclub. My God, I ended up leaving the nightclub with my friend Ollie at the time, who was on foundation with me, and we walked around London for 4 hours, just talking absolute waffle. And then by the time when we got back to the train to go back at Waterloo Station, we were both like just so burnt out, like our brains were fried because we might not have done some interesting things. And yeah, that was pretty horrific. Oh my God, I remember we both were like, because when you kind of feel like you're having the most amazing conversation ever, and then all of a sudden you're just like, oh, hold on, like, what is actually going on? Like we both were like chewing a whole bunch of gum. We were like, yeah, let's get a packet of like extra whatever Wrigley's gum.
Was it reciprocated?
No.
It was a good lad.
Actually kind of ended our friendship.
What's the first drug you ever did?
I think it was like an ecstasy pill. 8th grade, I was at track practice. I thought I was running super fast, but apparently I was running real slow.
Oh, you did it 8 times too, bro. It gets boring, bro. Like, yeah, Fabric Nightclub. We were one of the last few. This was one of the last few parties they had there. I think they've shut down now, right? Fabric Nightclub, or they were shutting down. This was a huge event that they had on. It was the first time I ever went. I think it was like the first proper nightclub experience I ever had. It was pretty epic. But yeah, I just remember we kind of messed up with what we were. Let's just say what we might have been doing or might not have been doing, and we might have consumed some stuff to begin with, and then realized like, oh shit, like this is not working. The classic story, and then we're like, let's consume some more, and then all of a sudden, like, boom, the train hits, and you're like, whoa, like. I don't know how I survived that, to be honest.
First drug you ever did?
I've never done
drugs.
drugs.
That's why don't do drugs,
I like
kids.
being in control of myself.
I haven't done drugs.
I've never done any drugs.
Not even weed. It kind of scares me.
Does marijuana count?
Only done weed.
Marijuana.
Weed.
How old were you?
I can't smoke weed at all. I get so flipping paranoid. It sucks.
17.
I want to be a good stoner.
Like 10 or 11.
21.
We LA sober.
Oh, snap. I was young. I remember like sitting on the couch thinking I was watching cartoons and I'm just watching random stuff. I was high.
How old were you tried weed?
I was like a freshman in high school. My friend said he got something called like White Widow. And like, I didn't know what that was. I thought it was like an energy drink.
When I first did weed, I think I was in 8th grade.
Middle school, outside on the balcony.
Did you get high?
No, not at all.
I don't even think I got high. I don't think I was actually high.
I would smoke it, and then a little while later I'd burp and smoke would come out. So I think I was like eating it.
I want to see someone on here straight up be like, oh, what was the first drug? Like, maybe not the first one you tried. I want someone to be open and be like, what drugs have you tried? And someone be like crack or like flipping heroin, like, and hear their story. That's what I want to hear. We're talking about. They've got like the sort of most middest like cross section of stories. Oh, I tried a bit of weed. I did a bit. I had a beer. I did some Molly. Like, give me the real stories.
Really do too much. It just really knocked me out.
An edible?
I tried an edible. I don't, a little anxiety inducing.
Got way too high.
My friend made some cookies. I ate one and I was like, cool. And then I ate another one and then I was burnt.
I like had a full-blown panic attack and I was like laying on the couch.
I thought I was having a heart attack.
I spent a good 12 hours puking.
What was the first drug you ever did?
I'm pretty sure I smoked pot.
Out of what?
It might have been an apple.
We like smoked out of an apple.
My friend threw the apple, but I wasn't looking. And I like saw like in the sky like.
These have to be some of the most middest stories I've ever heard. Oh my God. How does this YouTube video have this many views? Well, it's not got that many views, 1.5 million. These are so mid. I don't know, maybe it's just because I've been to like I don't know, recovery programs and stuff and heard some like epic stories. These are so mid.
Land, I was like, bro.
Oh, I threw an apple.
Maybe
it's just Americans. Maybe it's just Americans, but they got some shit. They do some crazy stuff in America. I want to hear the crazy stories. So this waffle.
Right now.
My cousin had a bong. He was like, ooh, I'll try that.
I'm not hardcore, Jose, but I want to hear some crazy shit.
I ended up taking 12 rips from this bong for my first time.
12? The first time I got high, I ate 3 full Domino's pizzas. Like, we had all Venmo'd for it. Mine. It was mine.
And then I woke up and I was straddled.
I feel like there's been a script writer who's written these stories to be just borderline enough. Like, but not quite like deep.
Around the rest
no,
of
it's the cut, man. I don't know what their
cross
cross-section audience is.
So hungry.
The day I smoked weed is the day I got caught. But my auntie kept it a secret the whole time she's taking it to the grave.
The cops came, they turned their lights on, I like booked it into the woods.
The police were called, canine dogs were called.
Me and my sister got caught smoking in our closet.
The first time I smoked weed though was in my parents' house, which is like crazy to me now. Is in my bedroom with a boy.
I know exactly Jay Cartwright, are they? They're talking about I smoked a bit of weed in a cupboard.
And he was like, you know, it's really good if you like take
what a crazy story. I smoked some weed on an apple.
Yeah, and we did it. I was like, yeah, I can tell the difference.
What's the first drug you ever did?
Marijuana. I'm a 70s baby.
Weed.
Weed.
Marijuana.
Marijuana. I actually don't do drugs.
It's low-key, I think, one of the worst drugs you can do. I mean, all drugs are bad, but smoking weed at a young age, I feel like it just cooks your brain a bit. I'm so grateful that I didn't ever touch that when I was young. In the Second World War, they used to give it, the Germans gave it to the troop. They had this thing that was like these tablets that were like essentially amphetamines, but I don't think then it was methamphetamines. What is drugs? That's a good question. Here's a good question. Do you think drugs should be legal or criminal? I mean, my feeling is that the war on drugs hasn't really worked. Like, they're sold more than ever now. So it definitely needs some rethinking. Breaking lunk. I just feel like the whole war on drugs is not really... Drugs look like they've won the war. But I feel like there needs to be more education around it. Like, can't just have a free-for-all. Yeah, too, bro, that's true. But if you look at drugs being shipped around the world, it's like the volumes are more than ever because globalization has kind of happened more so than it ever has before. Yeah, but isn't that the case, F-Whisk, because it affects your whole life if you do that stuff? So people are find themselves in positions that they wouldn't have otherwise. I'm not on drugs now, bro. Not all drugs make you hungry. Also, it's just because I bought the big pack of flipping Pringles. God damn it. I can't delete that today, I can't lie. It won't be good for my health. And I've got these nerds gummy clusters just chilling. Being like, hey, Lawrence, have one of me. Have one.